Greenlight the Day family. I am back, and I just want to start by saying the last time I posted a video was when we found out Mom was sick with cancer. And at the time I said it seemed like an odd subject for greenlighting your day. This too may seem like an odd subject, but it is a tribute to my mom. And I think that if we can all try to emulate the way she lived her life, we would be greenlighting every day perfectly, because she was an amazing woman. So I want to share with you the tribute that I wrote and read at her funeral. She passed away on May the 5th, early in the wee hours of the morning, 1:45 in the morning. I was with her, holding her hand, and although the last few weeks of her life were not easy or peaceful or pain-free, the last night of her life was. She had what was non-responsive pretty much by that time, but seemed to be comfortable and at peace, and so I was glad that I could be with her when she passed on. The really kind of cool thing for me was, a few weeks before she got sick, I had been talking to her on the phone, and she had mentioned that the night before when she went for a walk, she'd seen the Northern Lights. And I said how much I miss seeing the Northern Lights. I don't get to see them in the city because the city lights drown them out, right? And on the night before the funeral, we had a private viewing, and me and some cousins who had come out from Ontario for the funeral were driving home. And as we turned north to go the last 12 miles to the farm, about halfway home, suddenly the whole night sky lit up with just the most amazing array of Northern Lights. And it was as if Mom was reaching out and saying, "It'll be okay, Denise. We're all going to be okay." Anyways, I will probably get a little weepy as I'm reading this, but don't take that as a negative. I think that when we lose somebody, allowing ourselves to feel that grief is a tribute to the love we had and the memories of that person and how special they were. So I will not be ashamed of my grief or my pain or my tears, because my mom was an amazing woman. So this was my tribute, or is my tribute to her. And the chapel was filled. There was like over 250 people there. They lost count. But yeah, it was an amazing tribute to an amazing woman. Okay. If I had one word to describe my mom, that word would simply be love. I've had several people say to me these past few days that there was no one in this world who could give you a hug like Lorraine did. And I think that the reason that that was so true was that because when she gave you a hug, she did it with her whole heart, filled with love and fully present. And that's the way my mom lived her life, fully present and with love. She loved life and lived each day to its fullest, never taking anything for granted. She lived simply and without a lot of finery, not because she couldn't have if she wanted to, but because she had no desire for anything but what she had in life. Things didn't matter to her. I had a conversation with her once when I was 18 or 19 and ready to strike out and change the world. I said to her, "Mom, didn't you ever want to be anything else than just a farm wife?" She looked at me quite puzzled and said, "I have everything I want. A loving, healthy family, many friends, a home, and food on the table. There's nothing else that I need or want. Nothing better than that." She was one of those rare people who was 100% content with who she was and the life that she and Dad had built together with their family. I think that that was probably one of the most important things Mom taught us, was just to appreciate what we had. And I can't talk about what was most important to Mom without taking a moment to speak a little more about her family. Even at the very end, when she was so very ill, first and foremost, her concern was that we would all be okay. She just wanted to make sure that we would all be okay. If you spent any time at all with my mom and dad, it was very evident very quickly that their love was special, and they had found in each other their soulmate and the loves of their lives. But it was a love that was forever young. They often seemed like two teenagers in love, rather than a couple who had been married for almost 55 years. She was fiercely proud of her 3 children and 4 grandchildren. There was nothing she wouldn't do for us. And though Mom was a very modest woman, she was so proud of the people that Daryl, Kirby, and I had become as adults and the lives that we had built for ourselves. Bonnie and Fran, my sister-in-laws, she thought the world of you two and spoke about how blessed she was to have you as daughters, and how she couldn't have found 2 better women for her 2 sons if she had picked them out herself. Brian, Hunter, Daniel, and Alyssa. Mom waited a long time to have grandchildren. And Brian, when you joined our family, at first, she was elated. And then later, Hunter, Daniel, Alyssa, when you came into the world, Mom truly did not have a single wish in her life unfulfilled. You filled her heart and her world and will always be the lights of her life. Mom was one of the most tolerant, patient, and forgiving people. It didn't matter who showed up on her doorstep, everyone was welcome. And though she didn't often get angry, if that ever happened or if she had had a disagreement with someone, she always forgave them. She didn't know how to hold a grudge, and often said she just didn't understand how someone could stay angry at someone else. For her, that just wasn't a possibility, and it was a waste of energy. Life was too short. The past belonged in the past, and today was what counted, and everyone deserved another chance to do better. She taught us so much more as well by the way she lived her life. Her capacity to work tirelessly from early morning through to the end of day always left me tired just hearing about all that she had done in the day. She worked hard, but she also knew how to play hard, and she enjoyed nothing more than sharing laughter and good times with her family and many friends. She remained young at heart always, and her zest for life and laughter and fun was something that she passed on to all of us. I think that shines through when I speak or spoke with the kids and asked them what some of their favorite memories of their Baba was. Hunter said his favorite memory was of dancing with Baba at her and Guido's 50th anniversary in Steenan. Daniel said he loved the times they spent with Baba and Guido at the cabin, while Alyssa remembers how much fun they had playing dice and hola when they stayed at Baba's and Guido's. When I asked Brian if he had a special time or memory with Mom that he wanted to share, he said, "How can you pick one? There are too many to just pick one." And I agree with him. Mom, you were first mother to me, then role model and teacher. As the years passed, you then became my counselor, my sounding board, my mentor, my inspiration, and my best friend. You are my hero, and there are many who have heard me say this before, but it warrants saying again. If at the end of my life I can say that I was even half the woman you were in yours, I would still succeed in being a better woman than any woman I have ever known. Someday, Mom, when I grow up, I hope to be just like you. To all of you who are here today, who came to share in remembering and celebrating the life of this amazing woman, my mom, I will close by saying, Mom is gone and that sucks. There will never be another like her. And there will be times when we will miss her and feel sad and maybe angry too that she had to live so soon. And that's okay. Allow yourself to feel those feelings for just a moment. But don't marinate in them. Take a page from Mom's book of life. When she was faced with a challenge, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and move forward. Know that through the love you shared with Mom, and she gave so freely to all she knew, she will always be in our memories and in our hearts. Be present each and every day. Don't focus or look for the things you think that you don't have in this life, but like Mom, rejoice and be happy and grateful for what you do have. Hug the people you care about like you mean it. Most importantly, like my mom, live in love and love life. I love you, Mom. Thank you for all you have given so selflessly throughout your life to all of us. Rest easy. I promise we will take care of each other until we meet again. And that was my mom. And so I wanted to share that all with you in tribute to her, but also as a lesson to all of us, because truly, if we can live our lives the way my mom lived her life, fully and present and with a love and a zest, then there's no better way to have lived your life. Anyways, I am so happy to be back. I will be back on a regular basis now, and I thank you all who sent love and support and their thoughts and their prayers for my mom and our family while we went through this. Life will never be the same without her, but that doesn't mean that life won't be good. Life is good. It will just be different. You take care of yourself, you take care of each other, and we'll see you again soon. Make a great day.